Hello and welcome to my prototype demonstration of my Capstone project. For my project, I chose a railgun. It's a very simple railgun, 2 rails held up by rulers with 2 stacks of 5 magnets each between them. It has a small copper rail for the projectile and a small 12-volt battery. For comparison, I also have a small mini magnet coil gun shooter. However, when I got it, I fired it once and it worked just fine. It has a voltage counter on it. It charged up to 100 to power the capacitor, but now it's not getting above 3 volts, even though I've changed out the batteries for fresh batteries. So we'll see how that goes. I will now demonstrate both. As I stated earlier, simply 2 12 AWG rails, a small snip of 12 AWG copper projectile, small 12-volt battery, 2 stacks of magnets with 5 magnets each, and 2 rulers to hold up the rails. 12-volt battery. I am now going to touch the 12-volt battery and you will see the projectile move. It doesn't move very far. It's not intended to. As you can tell by the surroundings, I am in my house. I don't want it to have any kind of velocity. There are ways to increase the velocity simply by increasing the number of magnets. I could glue magnets to a wooden ruler and continue that process, and that will that'll create a bigger electromagnetic field, thus creating more velocity. Now I will try and shoot the coil gun, see if it does anything. It's reading 2.9 volts now, so I doubt it will. It didn't read any, it didn't shoot. And that's the big thing, another big difference between a rail gun and a coil gun. A coil gun requires a capacitor. And this is actually the only coil gun little kit that I found that worked even once. This is the 4th one I've bought, and I tried to create one. Either way, it requires a capacitor. The rail gun doesn't necessarily need a capacitor, as I just demonstrated with the 12-volt battery source. The only issue is, even with the capacitor, is that it's maintaining that power source, that voltage, over and over to make it fire. The capacitor, however, it has to be charged, so you have to have a quote-unquote additional power source to charge the capacitor. I hope you have enjoyed my little demonstration. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.